Think about the last time you bought something online. You click a button, and poof, a few days later, a box shows up. But what really happens in between? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on that invisible, super fast journey your order takes, from your screen all the way to the company's bank. Let's trace the path.
I mean, you've totally been there, right? You find that perfect thing, you hit buy now, and it feels like magic when the package just appears at your door. But what's the machinery behind that magic? What kind of high-speed process just kicked into gear?
Well, that whole process has a name, and it's pretty much the engine of all modern commerce: order to cash. And it's not just some boring business term. It's the complete adventure your purchase goes on, from your shopping cart all the way to the company's final revenue numbers.
And this is the key thing to get. Order to cash, or O2C as you might hear it, isn't just about sticking a label on a box. Nope. It is the entire system, every single step that connects you wanting a product to the company actually getting paid for it. It's the whole shebang.
Okay, so let's start right at the beginning, the sales process. This is the moment your click goes from being just a click to being an official command inside a company's brain. So think of this map as our guide. We're starting our journey right here at step 1, turning your click into what's called a sales order. And the first point of contact, whether you even realize it or not, is a sales representative, or at least a digital version of one. They're basically the gatekeepers for this entire process.
So their job is to catch that initial inquiry, your online order, maybe an email, or even an old-school phone call, and formally plug it into the system. That one action is the domino that starts everything else.
But see, this is where it gets really cool. A smart system doesn't just say, "Yep, got it," and hope for the best. It has to ask some really important questions first, and it has to get the answers, like instantly.
So, in literally the time it takes you to blink, the system runs 3 crucial checks. First, it does an available to promise check to make sure the item is actually in stock and can ship on time, so no more ordering something that's secretly on back order. Second, it confirms the final price, making sure all the right discounts are applied. And third, it runs a quick credit check to minimize risk for the company. Only when it gets 3 green lights is your order officially a go.
All right, the order is confirmed. Now, all that digital information has to become a physical reality. Let's move on to the next part of our journey, where things, well, they literally start moving.
Okay, back to our map. We are now officially at step 2, delivery. The digital part is done, and now the baton gets passed to the logistics team to make it real.
The hero of this chapter is the warehouse manager. They get the confirmed order pinged to them from the system, and it's their job to turn that data into a package that's heading straight for your doorstep.
And that one little signal triggers this perfectly timed dance on the warehouse floor. I mean, in a huge building with thousands and thousands of items, the system tells the team exactly where to go. They pick it, they pack it, they prep it for shipping, and the whole time, the system is tracking its every move to make sure it's fast and, more importantly, accurate.
The package is on the truck, but wait, the journey isn't quite over. We still have the final and super crucial steps, and they are all about the money, making sure this whole transaction gets closed out properly.
Looking at our map, we've hit the final leg of the trip, invoice and payment. The product is on its way to you, and now it's time to put the cash into order to cash. And for this, we meet our final character in this story, the accounts receivable accountant. Their entire job is to make sure the company actually gets paid for the product it just sent you.
So, the second that item ships, an invoice gets created. Then, when your payment comes through, they do the final critical step. They match that payment back to your original order in the system. That closes the loop, making sure every penny is accounted for. And just like that, the order-to-cash cycle for your purchase is officially complete.
So, we've walked through the entire journey, from click to cash. But why is it so important for a business to have a really smooth, connected order-to-cash process? Let's break down why this all matters so much.
Well, first and foremost, a connected system means way fewer mistakes. I mean, without it, you've got people typing things in by hand, you've got misplaced orders, wrong prices, it's just total chaos. But when every step flows automatically into the next, those really expensive human errors pretty much vanish. And the result of that? Happier customers, of course. Think about it. The system makes sure you can't buy something that isn't there, and it gives you a delivery date you can actually trust. By managing your expectations perfectly from that very first click, companies build the kind of trust that keeps you coming back for more.
And on the business side of things, it means they get paid faster. Because the process just flows so smoothly from a confirmed delivery to an accurate invoice, there are no weird delays or questions, the cash comes in quicker, and that is the absolute lifeblood of any company.
So when you really boil it all down, the true value here is having this single, transparent pipeline. You get real-time data, you get automated financial controls, and everyone gets a clear view of the entire sales cycle from start to finish. What this whole process really proves is that being super efficient and making customers happy, they aren't two different things. They're two sides of the exact same coin.
It's an unbelievably efficient system, right? But it does leave us with a pretty fascinating question to chew on. As technology gets even faster and as AI gets even smarter, what happens when this entire journey, from your click to the warehouse to the final payment, is all compressed into just a few seconds? What does that even look like for the future of how we buy and sell? Everything.